intense LA current gang wars after he's out of town?
No, bro, but he's coming back though, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
bro,
like I said, a lot of
not the person to do this shit, bro, because you don't come from a genuine place. You never gave nothing to nothing out here. Like, bro, you ain't got to be in attendance. Give something to one of these poverty-stricken areas that you talking about. Oh, the mothers, you ain't did shit. You from what's that shit called?
North Dakota. Oh, Liberia.
Whatever the. On Inglewood, like, bro, man, stop playing, bro. You go play with somebody, they gonna have a bad day, and nigga, they gonna come on over here with a half a tank of gas and you up.
But isn't
been thugging it out through the mud with this YouTube shit, man. Scoop really been on that shit, man.
That Gastonia nigga been on it. Hey.
No Jumper Cash is on Flakko ass, man. Hey, them boys saying Flakko is playing a dangerous game with this war in Chiraq strategy that he's doing on the LA gangs, bro. He mocking them guys, bro, and Munchie B ain't cool with it. Adam said he won't touch it. I don't know how Aunt Hefe feel about it, but me, boy, I said the same thing in my video. It's gonna be somewhere up here. Y'all go check it out, man. But I said the same exact thing that last one of these guys on this podcast gonna say about Flakko today, man. But without further ado, if you're new to the channel, go down there and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button like you like something, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget, follow me on all social media platforms at BT School TV and join to be a member. Hit that hype button so you can get your boy into the algorithm. Let's go, man. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this, man. I'm telling you, bro, these guys saying the same exact thing that I said, bro. Flakko, you can do content on something else, bro. You make way too much money to be, you know what I'm saying, playing these type of games with these LA guys like you stay in Liberia somewhere, bro. You right over there in them boys' backyard. But let's go ahead and get into this thing, though, man. Y'all hit that like button.
Discussed on the internet, but he also is kind of like substantiating some of that. Like, he's mixing in little tidbits of things that he knows that the world doesn't know with audio of Brick and other things, and kind of like forcing you to sort of put pieces of the puzzle together in a way that I was a little surprised by.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I put the pieces of the puzzle together, and you know, man, like, this shit is crazy out here, man. Then I got that alleged name, but who's supposed to dangle it over me, man? It's cold.
Man, if y'all know exactly who they talking about, bro. It don't take a rocket scientist. If y'all been keeping up, y'all know exactly who it is, man. Calling the ball a ball, a strike, man. But we're gonna keep this thing going, though. Let's go.
Cold out here, man. You better grab your jacket.
Damn.
Hey,
it's cold.
I just feel Flakko get way too much chili doing content to even play with your friend, co-worker, and he going through something right now. Like somebody that's desperate for content or something different. Flakko get chili with this content shit. So why even my video. Like, you could have skipped over this, bro.
Go check that video out.
But do you think he's saying anything that could up Brick's legal situation? Because if he does, then
basically, not to cut you off. Sure. No, basically, because I did content on it too. No, Flakko basically was like what Adam saying, he was giving hints to stuff he know, and he was basically like, you know, Brick Baby was being loyal to do.
So you cut Adam off to say that.
Who wasn't being loyal to him, and he started seeing that, but to a degree, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of too late. And so he just played the audio from him being the MDC. And if you listen to the audio, he was kind of giving hints about people being mad at him over the situation, you know what I'm saying, with Nip and Shitty and all type of stuff, how he was getting flack, you know what I'm saying, from that and stuff like that. So like on this little thing, no, he wasn't trying to exploit like Brick or nothing. He was just basically putting it out there like his own homies was dangling the tape over him. He basically somebody allegedly pulled up, he got into a shootout allegedly. And
protecting himself, sound like.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all leave in the comment section who y'all think and Hefe talking about when he say the tape's dangling over your head. Leave it in the comment section. I'm gonna see who know who really been paying attention to this content.
Yeah, but all this is, you know what I'm saying, the feds seem like, so I know being investigated by the feds,
I'ma speed it
they
up
allow
too,
some
man.
shit to go on
Just
that don't
kinda
have nothing to do with the investigation, and you might not get charged for this. You might do get charged for it, depending on how much they got a hard on for you or want you.
But I've been hearing about a video where I'm busting in the parking lot.
Okay, so while this happened, he was being investigated. The feds supposed to seen this, but he's not being charged with shooting at anybody. He's just being charged for discharging a firearm. You know what I'm saying? A felon being in possession of a firearm. So Flakko was just pretty much like, man, look, you know what I'm saying, he got traded on, basically. You feel me? Like, you know, they were keeping it real with him when he was keeping it real type shit.
And do we think that Flakko knows that if he don't report on it, somebody else will? So it's like he might as well.
Want to jump to it?
Yeah.
But
and
no,
like,
but
and he can frame it in a certain
but
way.
sometimes you could pass on something.
For sure.
But I don't know. But see, I haven't heard the content, so I'm thinking it's something that's not.
I said the same exact thing, bro. I was commentating on the Hoover situation where he was doing the little war in Chiraq and the Hoovers, but this a prime example too on this Brick Baby situation. Boy, you're doing too much, man. Doing absolutely too much, bro. You make too much money to be playing these type of games with these guys in this backyard, bro. And you see what they out here doing. You see what they out there doing. Not trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, that the gangs are doing all that stuff that, you know what I'm saying, the killing and stuff. But man, we know what's going on, bro.
Privy to the public, and then it might be hurtful to his case, but I haven't.
I don't really think it's hurtful to his case, though, especially like Brick already took a plea.
Right.
And it is kind of a consideration in my mind, like, well, if there are other things that they know that he did or that they believe that they could prove that he did, and he already took a plea for a certain set of charges, is it possible that they're just going to loop back around and charge him with other stuff later on in this whole thing? Or
No, that's why when you taking that plea, like, you have your lawyer like get you a binded plea. But like for me, right? So you've been hearing everybody say that Brick Baby is facing up to 15 years. So with that, for me, I'm like, damn, why he facing 15 years? Because even though, what is it, like 3 guns or 4 guns, it's still all one count in the Fed. So
isn't it a violation too on top of that? Because you know
he's not a felony.
No probation.
That's all one count. So like the 15 years, I was trying to wonder where that came from. The only way I could see him getting 15 years, unless he was getting charged as an armed career criminal, meaning that he have different elements of being caught with a weapon from state owned up to feds. Then they hit you like, man, off the back. It ain't no deal talking 15 armed career criminal. But this kind of
Aunt Hefe knows that law, boy. You can tell that guy is a Fed baby. He done been all through them counts, bro. He breaking it down, busting it down. Y'all go check out Aunt Hefe content over there, the Halfway, man. He does this all through his content, bro.
like a open plea. So it seemed like the content that Flakko dropped kind of furthermore put it in perspective why he is looking up to 15 years.
But okay, my thing about Flacco's recent output is I saw the Brick Baby video, thought it was interesting that he was kind of stepping it up in that regard, but he's also like, he's kind of made like a conscious decision that he wants to recreate the war in Chiraq, but for Los Angeles, and that the recent Hoovers versus everybody war is kind of going to be the content that he makes this content out of.
And I don't agree.
Which, I feel like there's been multiple times where Flakko throughout his time out here has kind of said like, no, I'm not going to make content about LA. Like, I think that was the warning that like Big U even gave him at one point, or it might have been AD or
So
something.
Big U in jail and that's cool?
No, before that though, like, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like
he got some calls.
Flakko gets this advice from people, takes the advice for a while, and then he kind of forgets about it. Because ultimately, I believe that Flakko has kind of programmed his brain to just be thinking about YouTube revenue at all times. And that's why when he says something like, oh, I was on a date with a girl and I had to leave the date so I could make a video about Forrester blowing his hand off, I'm like, for anybody else, I would think like, damn, you weird or you're crazy. But with Flakko, I get it, because that's what has made him successful. And that's almost like the advice that I give people when they ask me like how to become successful with content creation. I'm like, you got to make this everything to you. You can't act like this is number 2 or number.
Take that advice. That's real good advice, Adam spitting right there. Just keeping it real, man. But Flakko shell for that. He left his date to go make a video about 4 extra. Content over everything.
Number 3, you got to go all in on it, and that's what Flakko has done. That being said, myself personally, when I watch videos about the 80 band situation or all these different Hoover incidents and all these different things going on, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to stay away from being on the cusp of talking about late breaking news when it comes to that. We could talk about some
That's
once it's all
smart.
happened and everything, but I'm not really trying to be the one pushing the narratives. And that Flakko is like, there's a dude from Hoover named Treyway7, and he's calling him the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
That's
That's very Warren Chirac-ish.
That's the most academic I ever heard. Because that's what,
Hey,
I'm listening. What
I
they
mean,
said.
think about that. That's like the titles like people get themselves, will call themselves the general or the landlord, or
Right.
you know, I'm this or the set. So he like just basically elected him like basically a high ranking, you know what I'm saying, official.
but
You know what I'm saying?
he's kind of pulling it out of nowhere, right? Because I don't know about this dude, but he's a young dude. I'm assuming he's not like a big general or a leader or whatever. But Flacco is like, Flacco finds him hella entertaining, so he's like nominating him to be the star of what he's doing. But that's Akademiks, the Chiraq Wolverine, the Chiraq Spider-Man. I forget what all this shit was, but he kind of and he did do
Flacco, you keep on playing, boy, you're gonna get your boots rocked, and you might not come back from it. You better chill out, man. That should be, I don't know who in your ear. I don't know who in your ear, bro, but you don't need to be listening to him. He probably don't got nobody in this.
a good job. And in a lot of ways, the reason why Chicago's lore is so crazy is in large part because people like him did such a good job making content about it that maybe people would pay attention to it. The thing is, you live hop, skipping, and jump away from South Central. So realistically,
Check out my content.
I probably wouldn't want to be stoking these flames.
So I ain't gonna lie.
If you're willing to be across from these people that don't feel the content you putting out, like what's his boy, the missing? What you say his name?
Who? Prime Minister? Treyway 7?
No, oh boy, that was across from Akademiks.
Oh,
I think you were
Joe
big.
Budden?
no, Big Mensa.
Big Mensa. He told him how you felt, bro. Because you reporting on shit, and people don't know how to report without trying to. It's your angle on how you deliver things, and then how people perceive it. Now, off subject, and here to get the message. I DM Adam a long time ago. He did something on Draco, but he made my homie like. Whatever. Yeah, Draco. Yeah, and yeah, he's still here. But and I wasn't feeling it, and I hit Adam with a message like, boom, which you never saw until recently. We was about to do an interview. But it's how you deliver shit. You can't be disrespecting people, folks, bro, because they got dead family members too. People lost people in these wars. Now, Flacco's not the person to do this type of content because you really don't care about these people. You don't care. It is different from some ABC, KCAL news type shit, because it's their job just to report, and they give it something to report. Bro, you picking this out, and you doing content on it, and you don't give a fuck about it.
Do you guys find it interesting that he started covering all this?
Facts, Munchie. Hit it right on the damn head, bro. I said the same exact thing, man. Flacco I guess he just blind to the fact of what he's doing. I guess he looking at like, man, Akademiks got big like this, man. I'm going to do the same thing. And he followed. Akademiks, that boy daddy, man. He might as well call Akademiks Pops.
It's like super intense LA current gang wars after he's out of town.
No, bro, but he's coming back though, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
bro,
like I said,
he's not the person to do this shit, bro, because you don't come from a genuine place. You never gave nothing to nothing out here. Like, bro, you ain't gotta be in attendance. Give something to one of these poverty-stricken areas that you talking about. Oh, the mothers, you ain't did shit. And you from what that shit called?
North Dakota,
Liberia,
Liberia,
whatever the. On Inglewood, like, bro, man, stop playing, bro. You go play with somebody, they gonna have a bad day, and they gonna come on over here with a half a tank of gas and you up.
But isn't Flacco like only slightly more offensive than like the average? Like, because it's not like he's got a monopoly on making this kind of content at this point. No. When Akademiks was doing War in Chiraq, I didn't know of anybody else doing that kind of content, so it really stood out. What Flacco is doing, and I will say he's doing a better job than almost everybody in LA, but it's not that different than what Ant is doing, or what you're doing, or what a lot of people are doing.
I don't do that shit.
Like.
It might feel different, but it's similar.
Adam condone that bullshit, bro. Like, you can't play with them gangs, bro. You think Akademiks wouldn't have been touched if he was somewhere in the vicinity of Chicago when he was doing that stuff and they had a face on him, bro? Know where he worked, bro. They would have did Akademiks dirty if they could have caught on to him, bro. Flacco, you playing dangerous, bro.
You saying it, so
similar subject matter in terms of
sure, definitely. So
you definitely approach it with a less funny, more serious vibe.
Yeah, no. So my point exactly. So no, Adam, right now, it's definitely a difference. We broach some of the same topics. You know what I'm saying? I watch Flacco channel. You feel me? I get some content from him. I react to some of his content. Now, the thing is where he go like, and I see what Munchie be getting at him sometime is like where you go into putting pieces of puzzle together and like playing like this kind of detective work and then saying, but I ain't saying this, but you already said it. Like, no, you can't say you ain't saying this because just like with that, what was the title of that? I can't even think the title of the Treyway thing, but that made somebody else, you know what I'm saying, do a title and also maybe do some on stop blaming everything on the Hoovers, because basically in that video, it was basically saying that Treyway 7 is admitting through raps and rhymes that, you know, he has something to do with something. You know what I'm saying?
And at a certain point, when does it become like at what point is there a responsibility if that's getting like almost glorified? Because there's this tone back in the day with the war in Chiraq where it was kind of almost like making some of these guys look like mystical figures.
Well, and he was clowning it, and Act's explanation was like, "Oh, this is satire." But when you go back and listen to it, because I don't remember it being up, but then like the few times that I have clicked on an old Akademiks video from War in Chiraq and I'm watching it, I'm like, "Oh, this is up." Like I totally forgot, but looking at it now from my like modern adult perspective, it's like, nah, you can't be talking about how so and so got turned into a.
What Lush was about to say though, like them guys glorify that type of stuff, bro. They now it might turn into a case where it did in Chicago when the guys were sending Akademiks information and Akademiks was talking firsthand to some of them guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to get put on there. Like, "Bubba, you gonna put me up there? I just did this, brother." They say such and such just did stuff like that, though. It could turn into that, but if it turn into that, bro, all of them going to jail or gonna be dead.
Personal pan cheese pizza or whatever.
Yeah,
that's not an actual thing that he said, but that sort of thing. The same way that West Coast Gang Wars Instagram, they be talking about so and so from this hood, he got turned into a taco.
But
they
face it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Flakko, he's out here. People, they
my
know
thing
he
with
is.
Flakko, because I speak up for Flakko a lot, whether he know it or not, and not F for Flakko. You know what I'm saying?
We've been working on some of you and Flakko.
Right.
So you even have like a little bit more skin in the game in the sense that like if he makes himself look all bad, then that's gonna make you be like, bro,
No,
like, we
I
were
just
thinking
be
about doing this
I be on
content.
Flakko because I F with him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I like all the content he do that's not street related. He do a 13-minute video and he put like a 2 days worth of information in 13 minutes.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty
and
good.
then he
Good.
like I love his content, but you speak on shit you don't know and you don't relate to. Now I'm gonna give an example. Oh, Mexicans, they run that lady. Oh, they scared of the Mexicans. No, they who is scared of the Mexicans? The Mexicans run Mexicans. They tax each other. They don't tax us. And I'm not gonna go no further after that because I don't want to offend nobody. But bro, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't live in these hoods. And you haven't been in none of these jailhouses.
See,
you
Munchie,
don't know what you're talking about.
But Munchie, you know how to like, you're media trained to the point where you know how to conduct yourself on camera. You know what to say, what not to say. A lot of other people, they might see that video and have a very different reaction.
It ain't media trained. I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't media
Like you
trained.
said, not to cut you off, I think like you said, it's just certain subjects, you feel me, that you can say, I'm not gonna say because I ain't putting stipulations on people and people gonna do what they gonna do, bro. It's like at the end of the day, it's up to you to walk the fine line or jump off of it. So I just think it's certain subjects you don't want Flakko to broach. Now, as far as on the Mexican and black situation, right? This is how I feel about it, bro. And we had an interview yesterday with Spody Face.
Yes.
Me and Adam, right? And I was kind of had brought this up as well, right? So this what I see.
Shout out Spuddy Face.
This what I see in the culture, bro. Like, you right. Like, blacks really trip on blacks, and you know Mexicans got their things going on. But I think like kind of a certain degree, like where I be seeing out here, like it be a temperament like check, like people like monotones where it comes to beefing with these certain Hispanic hoods or letting them get away with that we don't let blacks get away with. Certain black hoods be letting them get away with that, bro. And that's just the truth of the matter, bro. And as a member, this is what I'm seeing and experiencing, bro. For real, bro.
But you saying that from a hood that haven't had no allies with Hispanic hood or beef.
Yeah, but but this the thing. Like we not allowing nothing. Like you can't come in our just hitting yourself. We crossing that out. So like I know the game. We know the game they play. They
gang banging on wax on podcast. They dropping knowledge about these games, bro. Listen to them. They talking, man.
They gonna push the gonna push the line only as far as you let them push and see what they can get away with, bro. And like just even in jail, like if certain members there, like yeah, we gonna rock it off, like you know what I'm saying. We ain't playing no games, but I've been a person that been in them units, bro. Look,
I'm talking on the streets though, as far as
on the streets too.
Our streets to the
I just gave this analogy yesterday. Right now, I bet $1 million. We could bet $1,000 that right now you could damn near go through majority of the black hoods and hit up a Southsider hood. And as long as they ain't got beef with no Mexicans, it's going to stand. It's not going to get crossed out. But you go hit up a black hood, that's going to get crossed out quick, bro.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
It's just the dynamics, and I promise you, I promise you.
Also,
Hit up a white hood. We got the city on it. They're going to clean that shit right the fuck up.
Hey, you know what's funny about that?
pressure washers.
Hey, we got a dude named T-Baby from Inglewood. Don't gang bang, but he hung around us. Little fly dude. He always had all the fly cars. If you're from Inglewood, they gonna know who T-Baby is, right? So T-Baby worked for the city of Inglewood. So when we be hanging out deep, we just hit up IFG, Inglewood Family, biggest whacking out shit. Right, and then we see the truck, and Tion, he paint our shit over because he worked with it. We be hey, nigga, you like he be looking like, yo, watch out, like he got his little paintbrush. Like I'm like, nigga on Inglewood, like, but we leave him alone, like, but especially Inglewood, like they trying to paint shit over fast. It ain't like LA, you know what I'm saying?
I'm convinced though that like, it's funny you said that a lot of the more.
All right, man, we're gonna cut this right here, bro. They talking about tagging gangs and stuff like that, man. But Flakko, boy, you tripping. You need to cut it out. Do your content. You're getting that bread, just like Munchie B say. You make fire content, bro, when you're not talking about the game. Me, personally, hey, if you want to do it, man. But I'm just man to man, bro. That's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But you do that shit to the point where you'll trick people, man. You'll have people thinking your story real or it could be and factually true. You doing the detective's work, like Aunt Hefe said, man. But I want y'all to leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, though, and let me know, man. Y'all think Flakko walking that thin line, man, of being in them gang members' backyards and making that content about them like that, bro? The Akademiks Jr., that's Akademiks' son. He should call Akademiks Pops. You get what I'm saying, though, man? But before you get up out of here, if you're new to the channel, go down there and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget, follow me on all social media platforms at BT School TV and join to be a member because we going up. We going up, man. And hit that hype button to get your boy into the algorithm. Just like I say, I don't know, man. Just keeping it real. We're going to call a ball, a strike, a strike. The Metaverse Umpire. BT Scoop, I'm out.